A prenup is a contract between spouses who are engaged and about to be married, and it helps them determine how are they going to use their financial resources and their time once they get married. A prenup is a great tool to have some really adult conversations around money and goals and the time that you have together. A lot of people feel nervous about the idea of bringing up a prenup, but the statistics are actually really surprising that people who get prenups are more likely to stay married than people who don't. So a prenup is really a surprisingly helpful tool, and I believe the reason is that it prompts conversation that really anyone who's about to get married should have with their intended over money, because the fact is most people get divorced around disputes over money. So if you can have this conversation early on, you're more likely to be entering into a healthy marriage. One of the tips that we give to our clients who are contemplating a prenup are to also work with a financial planner, because you can map out your financial life together using data and numbers and some non-emotional decision making that can aid in the conversation that will both support your relationship and give you predictability and security when it comes to the biggest decision that you're going to enter into in your life. Prenups are a very useful tool to safeguard family inheritance. And sometimes we work with folks who have been given a beautiful gift from their family and they want to make sure that it stays in their side of the family, or they've been given directive by their relatives that this inheritance should really stay with their side of the family and not be subject to the insecurity of divorce. A prenup can clarify that that inheritance will remain the separate property of the spouse who inherited it. Approaching the conversation around a prenup or a postnup can be a little bit uncomfortable at first. And the earlier you can do it in the process, the better. If you're not engaged yet, that's one of the best times to bring up the desire to explore prenup, because you're having a very open discussion, a transparent discussion, and that's critical to have, in my opinion. If you want to get married to someone, you need to be able to talk openly with them about sensitive topics like money, and money is sensitive. And if you're already married or already engaged, approaching it as something that you want to have a discussion about is probably one of the best ways to bring it up. And I would never bring up divorce, if you can avoid doing so, as the reason, or anticipated or fear around divorce as the reason for the prenup. Because the statistics are that if you have a prenup, you're more likely to stay married. If you have questions about prenups, give us a call.